All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for tuning again this week. I am Travis Smith, the Contractor Connection, and with me is
Morgan with Airfix Mechanical.
Perfect. Yes, and we're excited to talk about tonight how tacos and tequila went, the legal class that's coming up, and then we're going to learn a little bit about the history of Airfix Mechanical and how Morgan and Irvin got to where they are today. But first, let's start. Morgan, you and Irvin and Airfix Mechanical were a sponsor of Contractor Connection, or the tacos and tequila. How did that go for y'all?
It went really well. It was our, second event that we had ever been to with Contractor Connection. And, being a sponsor allows us to put us out there, put our name out there, our face to name, and not just our name by being there, being present, getting the most out of the Contractor Connection group. And we really enjoyed it. We enjoyed being present, meeting some of the prior business owners that we had met before, and meeting new faces and new people, because part of being on the group is being active and commenting and seeing all the different posts, and then being able to see those companies, the faces that go with those companies as well. We did
Yeah.
enjoy it. Tacos were amazing. The tequila was good as well, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, especially once Irvin busted out that bottle towards the end. That party ran a little bit later than originally intended, but I think everybody was having a good time at that point. So,
Yeah, it was fun. I think when you're having fun, you just go with flow, right?
for
And
sure.
that's kind of what we did.
Absolutely. No, I know that the owners of Builder Supply Group, they're really happy with the turnout. Um, Gosh, I think we had almost 200 people come through during those 3 hours. And like you said, the tacos were fantastic. And I want to tell you that the tequila was good, but I had enough of it that it probably could have been bad tequila and it wouldn't have mattered. But thanks once again to 512 Tequila for coming out and
Yes.
bringing those watermelon margaritas, which I don't know about you, but I really like those.
Yeah, definitely. I think the space was really great. It worked out great. They had a lot of room for the amount of people that showed up, and for the different amount of food vendors that were able to participate as well.
Yeah, we're planning on probably doing about 2 or 3 events a year at there. Similar to, we've done quite a few events over at Cabinets, Countertops, and Flooring, which is in Southwest Austin, owned by verified member Joshua Wolf. He's hosted, gosh, I think 5 or 6 events for us. So it's always cool to come together, especially in those beautiful showrooms. Like you said,
Yeah,
there was some familiar faces, but there was a lot of new faces.
there
Um,
was.
and a lot of real estate agents came out, which I was really excited about.
Yeah, I haven't seen any additional air conditioning companies, which is nice. But if you do see them, then that's okay as well, right?
Right? Yeah. No, I think y'all were probably the only ones there for HVAC. I think that was in the group. So you'll have that whole thing, captive audience. And then, we did have the speaking in front of everybody, which not everybody is a fan of. I personally can go about 15 seconds, even after tequila. And then I've just got to be done with it. I don't like talking in front of large groups of people. So thankfully, Gabe
Yeah,
was
I
able to
think,
ramble on for a while.
right. I think it's okay to, have an idea of what you're wanting to speak about, and, so you don't have to draw out additional speaking, and then kind of just stay on topic, and then, move on. Makes it easier.
Definitely. Yes. So I'm pretty excited about that. We have coming up next our Legal One class for Contractor Connections. First class we put together. We have 2 lawyers there. I think we're down to maybe 4 seats left in the class. It's free for verified members, and we're going to talk contracts and liens, which, if you're in the business long enough, you're going to deal with liens. And if you're in the business even 2 days, you should have contracts. And we'll also have contracts there for people who don't have their own, that are kind of like basic contracts, or you can kind of put your company name in. So really excited about that first educational event, but have a ton of other ones following up with that. Some masterminds that we'll do. Would love to do an HVAC mastermind with y'all. I remember we had a couple other people we were talking about doing some masterminds with as well, just like top tier in their trades, kind of showing how things are done from y'all's perspective.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think it would
Yeah.
benefit a lot of people.
Anything that we can do, to help add features, and especially something that, education wise, like everybody's always learning, at least the people who are really trying to get after it. So I know I'm excited for that class. I'm excited to learn about some things. I went through
Yeah.
a lean process last year that was not very enjoyable, and somebody still owes me $16,000. So, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
So Morgan, tell us about Airfix Mechanical. Tell us how you got here, your Irvin story, and what y'all are about.
We have been doing Irvin has been doing air conditioning for 10 years. And then a couple years ago, we decided to venture out, and he got his license, and we opened up Airfix Mechanical, and then we started going after it. I think with the experience that Urban had and the knowledge that he had in regards to air conditioning, the passion that he had, everything that an amazing business owner possesses, right? I think those characters are already there for him. And I think that sometimes it just takes someone, saying, "Hey, you're already there. Let's just like take it up a level. Let's go up a notch. Let's venture out and do our own thing." And we will be successful. Just kind of laying that foundation down that he's already, prepared for us, and taking it to the next level.
Nice. Yeah, we were fortunate enough, as you know, we went and did a shoot at one of y'all's jobs, and got
Yeah,
to sit up there
so
with you
much
and
fun.
Irvin in the attic. What's that?
I said so much fun. We love
Yes,
that. So
it was a lot of
we
fun.
enjoyed it.
And side note, if you're a verified member, would love to come and do that with you also. My Calendly is always open. I post about once a week, and I'll post it again. But that was a lot of fun, and you can really tell, but from both of y'all, the passion that you and Irvin had about what y'all were doing, the end result of it, the pride that y'all took in that. And it was evident not just in how y'all spoke, but your work as well.
Yeah, I think it you can see it, right? If you've ever seen air conditioning, older or newer, repaired, you can see the difference, and it's nice to see the before and after, to really get a feel of what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, definitely. And that was a big house. There was a lot going on there.
Yeah, there was two, sections, and you got to go up into one of them, and then the other one you got to see because it was open a little bit for you. But we have other stuff in the works, and so we'll reach out to make some more footage, and we're excited and happy that y'all are here.
Awesome. Yeah. How has, y'all been with Contractor Connection, I think since I want to say early January. And how has it been working out for y'all?
Um, I think for us, we've really enjoyed it. The being verified, the process of being verified, making sure that you stand for and believe in what you do and how you do it, being licensed and insured, making sure it's done right. um, I think it's super important to you know homeowners in general and new clients having that peace of mind, that they're going to be taken care of 100% and not have any doubt in throughout the process is something that's important. And the people that we've been able to meet and the referrals that we've gotten, a couple people recently we've been like, oh, how to get our number, and they'll say Contractor Connection, and that's really nice to hear. And it means a lot that we're going out there, and that's a way of us to be marketing and to be putting our name out there and to see the return when they call and they need service or repair.
That's
So
awesome.
we've liked it. We've enjoyed it. It's gone great so far, and we continue to be loyal to Contractor Connection and continue to be involved.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Like you said, y'all sponsored a couple of events for us. In fact, I think y'all sponsored the first month that y'all were even involved with it. And then y'all sponsored Tacos and Tequila, and we got to go out to y'all's job site. So y'all really, working with y'all has been awesome, because y'all really understand how to take advantage of all the things that we're offering. And at the same time, we're being able to benefit, obviously, from having such a great company as y'all's on there, and obviously y'all sponsoring the events. It's a win all the way around. So
right, I agree.
Sweet. So y'all have been in business, you said, how long since Irvin has went on his own? 5 years, you said?
So he's been doing air conditioning for 10 years, and we've had Airfix for almost 2 years.
2 years. Gotcha. Okay. You would think, by the way he was doing it, he'd been doing it for 20.
I know.
And don't hate me, plumbers and electricians, but I always say that HVAC guys are the strongest dudes, because I've seen them heave these units up into these attics. When I first started, our HVAC guy was like the 65-year-old dude, and he would just take these like 3-ton, 4-ton units, and he would use leverage, but still, like, I couldn't have done what he was doing. Like, that thing would have fallen and smashed all over me. So luckily, Irvin's a big, strong dude.
Yeah, I've seen him carry some heavy stuff, and I'm like, how is this possible? I think it comes with, territory, time, having a system in place, being repetitive with the way that you do things and how you do it to stay safe and efficient. So kudos to Irvin for being able to handle that. Mm-hmm.
Well, and I firmly have always believed this, that there is an entirely different strong that comes from working in something like construction, where you're actively using all your muscle all day long, every day, as opposed to, some gym bro. Not hating anybody who goes to the gym, but just saying, like, if you're in one of the trades and you're out there every day, you're getting a way better workout than anybody who's going to Gold's.
Yeah, he definitely gets a major workout, any type of trades.
Nice.
It's really hard. It's the labor aspect. I don't think that you really know, what it entails until you actually are present, or you see a larger job, and all of the little details, and you're like, wow, that looks exhausting.
Yeah. And there's, as you know, there's every job is a little bit different too. So, but like you said, you'll have the systems and efficiency in place that makes that streamline a lot easier. Rain, he's not old man strength. I think Irvin's considerably younger than I am. I'm going to go out on a limb on that one. Also, hey, Heather, by the way, thank you again. Heather was not able to make it out to Tacos and Tequila, but her and Jake and Proper 3 Renovations have been huge sponsors of us, also wearing their hat to rep them tonight. Thank y'all as always. And thank you, Morgan, so much, like I said, for you and Irvin sponsoring, for being a part of Contractor Connection, for letting us come to your job sites, hopping on the podcast. And we look forward to continuing to partner with y'all in the future.
Yeah, we're super excited right now. We're doing summer maintenance. So everyone that hasn't had their systems checked, make sure you give us a call anytime, any day. Filters are probably due. And if you haven't checked your capacitors,
I think I'll be hitting you up here pretty soon for y'all to come out and do some summer maintenance for us. So
And your drain lines, those need to be checked. We just got done running, our heater, and we're going to be going into running our air conditioning. So we got to make sure that they are ready to go. I saw a post that said this summer was going to be one of the hottest in Austin. So mark my words and make sure you're ready. You want to prevent, this is a preventative maintenance that you do ahead of time so that you don't have to do with that. So make sure you call us and we'll be ready for you.
Y'all are amazing. I will be calling.
300-858.
I will be calling y'all for sure, because I need some maintenance on mine. I don't think it's had maintenance yet. We've been here for now 5 years, so
that's bad, Travis.
That is bad, and I have 3 kids and 3 dogs, so like I can only imagine how terrible everything is. So
it's good just to have it checked, though. But yes, we'll be happy to get you scheduled and take a look first.
Awesome. I can't, Morgan, the heat, like I'm a lifelong Texan and I feel like every summer it gets a little bit worse. But that brings actually a good question for me. And this is something I've asked a lot of people who are in y'all's trade and also do insulation. So we're rolling into May, June, those aren't as bad, but even, during the afternoons, and then July and August, when it gets really hot up there, does that affect y'all's hours? Does that affect how y'all do things? Do y'all just bring like 2 cases of Gatorade to every job site? Because I've had people fall out. I've had people fall through ceiling, drywall. I can't tell you how many electricians I've had go through ceilings before, like literally like 8 or 9 of them.
So that's a great question. Irvin is another type of species, and he can last in like the 120.
What's up, Irvin?
Attics. Welcome. He can endure a lot, and the attics do get very, very hot. And I've seen him go up there, and I think it just takes hydration and limits. Depending on the temperature, he'll limit himself and take a break and come down and then go back up. And that's what really helps him in staying hydrated.
Definitely, because I've seen like roofing crews, for instance, they'll go up to the roof for like 45 minutes, and then after about 45 minutes, they come back down for about 15 minutes and sit in the shade and just crush water. And they're going through like, and I'm sure, Irvin, you do the same, go through like 2 or 3 different shirts in a day.
He does. Shorts as well.
Yes, that is true. Everything, when it's that hot, because it's what, like 30 or 40 degrees warmer typically in an attic, isn't it? Usually about 130, 140 degrees up there.
160.
It sometimes gets up to like 160 in the attic. Yeah.
See, I'll poke my head about this high up there, and I'll look around, and I'll feel that heat, and I'll be like, all right, I'm out of here, and I'll get back down that ladder.
That's me. That's me. Do you want water? Okay, I'm gonna go back down.
Yeah,
because it like slaps you in the face.
When we were first starting out, we used to have this guy work with us named Shay, and Shay would do a lot of the attic work, and I would just basically stay right below, and we would just be talking. So I knew that he was like still there, basically, because like I said, I've seen people just fall out from it before. I've had heat stroke, but that was from trying to play soccer for the first time in like 8 years in the middle of July, and thinking I was still in my 20s when I was not. And so that was a really fun experience.
I've seen it happen too, where they just get too overheated. And I really just think it takes limit and knowing what you're doing, knowing the severity, because it can get very dangerous. And I'll typically go and check on him like, hey, I think it might be time for a break, or are you good? It depending on where he's at in the job. If he's, almost done, he might push through, or if he's halfway done, he might take a break. I think it really just depends.
Gotcha. Well, that's cool. I always like to ask that question for people who have to do attic work during
Everyone's different. Everyone's totally different. So it just depends, but that's how we do it.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, again, Morgan, thank you so much. Just wanted to announce, like I said, we have May 2nd is our legal class. We have 5 more seats. Verified members, snag that up, learn stuff. It's free for you. It's going to be a really awesome experience. For those of you who are in Dallas listening along, we have our first get together May 7th. And in Houston and San Antonio, we are working on those next events as well. San Antonio with Mackenzie, and Houston, I'll probably be reaching back out to Lauren, and we'll get some stuff set up, and we'll start by next month having one event in each of the big 4 cities once a month. So excited to put some miles on the Tesla. But thank you again, Morgan and Urban in the background for everything that y'all do and for being on tonight.
Hey, I appreciate it so much, Travis, for having me come on tonight. I enjoyed it. If anybody, like I said, was listening and needs to reach out for maintenance, you've seen our post, our number is listed, and give us a call. We'll get you scheduled.
Awesome. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Bye.